Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. Your exams are just around the corner. I know, the tension is building up. But don't you worry, I'm here to help. Today, we're going to break down Chapter 3, Equality, into super simple points. Ready? Let's smash this chapter together.
You know, it's something we all think about, right? In our school assembly, we say, all Indians are my brothers and sisters, that we're all equal. But then, you just step outside your house, and what do you see? A massive, fancy bungalow right next to a slum. Someone zipping by in a car that costs crores, while another person is struggling to get even one proper meal. So what's going on? It's a huge question, and believe me, this chapter gives us some really important answers.
So let's get right into it. The main idea here is what we call the paradox of equality. Now, paradox sounds like a heavy word, but it's simple, really. It's like a puzzle, something that seems to say two opposite things at once. On one side, our Constitution, our elders, everyone tells us all people are equal. But on the other side, well, we just talked about what we actually see, this huge gap. And this chapter is all about figuring out why this gap exists. I mean, just look here. On the left, you see a school with a fancy AC bus, probably has a swimming pool, smart boards, the whole shebang. And on the right, a school that might not even have a proper toilet or clean water to drink. Now think about the kids in these two schools. Are they starting from the same point? No way. The opportunities they get are worlds apart right from the very beginning. This is the kind of inequality we're talking about. It's real and it's all around us. And it's not just a feeling, We can actually measure it. Look at this number, 35%. This is from our own government census data. It means that in rural India, a huge number of families, we're talking millions and millions of people, don't have something as basic as a water tap in their home. Can you imagine? So see, inequality isn't just some idea. It's a hard, shocking fact. Okay, so this leads us to the big question, a very important one for your exams. What is equality, really? Now, a lot of people get confused here. They think equality means everyone should be the same height, same marks, same clothes, like we're all just photocopies of each other. But no, that's not what it means at all. Bachon, please listen carefully. If there's one thing you need to remember from this chapter, it's this. Equality means that every single human being has equal worth. Write that down, highlight it. It doesn't matter who you are, what your family name is, what God you pray to, or how much money is in your dad's bank account. Your value as a human being is the same as everyone else's. That's it. That's the core idea.
All right, another superstar point for your exam, so focus up. The book talks about two different kinds of inequalities. First, you have natural inequalities. This is simple. Some of us are tall, some are short. Some are amazing at cricket, others are brilliant at chemistry. That's natural, it's just how we are, and it's totally fine. But then, there's the second type, social inequalities. And these are the problem. These are not natural. They are created by us, by society. When society says, oh, this caste is superior, or this gender is weaker, that is man-made, and that is absolutely unjust.
And Miss Cartoon shows it perfectly, doesn't it? For thousands of years, people said that men were naturally smarter or stronger than women. It was used to stop women from studying or working. But was it a fact of nature? Of course not. It was just a belief created by society to keep one group down. See? That's a social inequality, and it's completely unacceptable. Okay, so we know what equality is and what it isn't. Now, to make it super easy for your exams, let's break it down into 3 parts. Think of them as the 3 main pillars holding up the entire idea of an equal society. Get these 3 and you've basically understood the whole chapter. So here are our 3 pillars. First, political equality. This is the easiest one. It just means everyone is an equal citizen. We all get one vote, right? Doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or a farmer, your vote has the same value. That's political equality. Second, social equality. This is about having an equal chance, an equal opportunity. Every child should have the chance to go to a good school and get good health care. And third, economic equality. Now, this doesn't mean everyone gets the same salary. It means we must reduce the crazy big gap between the super rich and the super poor, so that everyone can at least have basic things like food and a home. Okay, so theory is all well and good, but how do we actually make our world more equal? It's not enough to just talk about it in a textbook, is it? we have to do something. So let's look at the actual steps, going from just writing down laws to taking real action.
The first, most basic step is called formal equality. Think of it like this. Before you start a game, you have to make sure the rules are the same for everyone. That's what formal equality does. And our Indian Constitution is a hero in this story. It says loud and clear, you cannot discriminate against anyone based on their religion, caste, gender, nothing. And it banned horrible things like untouchability forever. So, on paper, in the eyes of the law, the playing field is now level.
But is a level playing field enough? Imagine a 100-meter race. One runner has been training in the best stadium. The other runner has had their legs tied together for years. Now, right before the race, you untie their legs and say, okay, go. The rules are the same for both of you. Is that fair? Of course not. The second runner needs some extra help to even have a chance. And that extra help is what we call affirmative action. In India, our system of reservations is a form of this. It's about taking positive steps to help those groups who were held back for centuries.
So one side of the argument, a very powerful one, is this. Reservations are about justice. It's about saying, look, for hundreds of years, we as a society unfairly stopped certain communities from getting education and good jobs. So now, to fix that historical injustice, we need to give them some extra support. It's about making sure equality of opportunity isn't just a promise in a book, but a reality.
Now, it's very important for your exams to understand the other perspective as well. The critics of reservations say, wait a minute, if the goal is equality, why are we treating people differently based on their caste? Isn't that also a form of discrimination? They call it reverse discrimination. They argue that merit should be the only factor. As you can see, it's a really complicated topic, and there are very strong, valid arguments on both sides.
Okay, bachcho, deep breath. We've covered the whole chapter. Now for the most important part, the quick revision for full marks. This is the part you absolutely must remember. So everyone, focus. Let's lock these points in our brains.
Ready, here we go. Your top 5 points. Number 1, equality is about equal worth, not being the same. Number 2, know the difference, natural versus social inequalities. Number 3, the 3 pillars, political, social, and economic equality. Number 4, formal equality, having the same laws for everyone is step 1. And number 5, affirmative action, like reservations, is a tool used to fix deep historical inequalities. Got it? These 5 points are your ticket to a great answer. And now, a little homework for your brain. This is a classic exam question. They'll ask you to explain the difference between formal equality and equality of opportunity. Remember, formal equality is just same rules for everyone. Equality of opportunity is making sure everyone has a real chance to win. So the question for you is, which one do you think is more important to build a truly just society? There's no single right answer, but how you explain your reasoning, that's where the top marks are hiding.
So let's finish with this thought. The goal of all of this, it's not to make everyone the same. The goal is to give every single person an equal chance to be their own unique, amazing self. That's what equality is all about. All right, that's it for me for this chapter. Study smart, don't take too much stress, and all the very, very best for your exams. I know you're all going to do wonderfully.